Hi, Brynne here. Welcome to Crazy Adventures. Today, we'll be heading out to the Historic Grist Mill site in Rutland, Mass, and a stop at Brynne's Bread in Oakham. Join us to see where the road leads us. We started with a side road detour on Fisherman's Road in Rutland on our way to the grist mill on Charnock Hill Rd.
Leave behind the city lights, avoid the traffic in the highways, rather take the scenic byways out to the world. Let's drive all night, but the radio won't have the time of your life. Take the road, let's travel to speed on by till the home that we knew, side to side.
We found the pullout on the right just over the bridge along Mill Brook. The pullout seems to have room for about 3 vehicles. Crossing the road, the stone marker reads, quote, "Site of the first grist mill burned by the Indians in 1723, end quote. The next sign reads, quote, "Historic Grist Mill." 50 yards down this trail are the remains of a grist mill built by Captain Samuel Wright in 1719. It was used for grinding grain into flour. An overshot wheel was placed near the waterfall to allow water to run over the top of the wheel, creating power. The mill was burned by Indians in 1723. Later, it was used to make axe and hammer handles, end quote. The path starts between the two signs. We followed it along Mill Brook to the mill remains and waterfall.
Sunshine and blue skies, I'm with you, and that feels right. Waterfall, crystal clear, we can't hike away from here. Hear the falls and feel the breeze as it cools your soul with ease. See a rainbow shining through, almost as beautiful as you. Perfect day, we got it all. Hiking to a beautiful waterfall. Through the trees, hear the water call. Hiking to a beautiful waterfall. Perfect day, we got it all. Hiking to a beautiful waterfall. Whispering nature's gentle call. Hiking to a beautiful waterfall.
There is a small bench in the stone foundation. I learned that Captain Samuel Wright was one of the most important founders of early Rutland. Historical accounts describe him as the town's first moderator, an early selectman and town clerk, captain of the local militia, the first deacon of the church, and a prominent defender of the settlement during frontier raids. He had deep ties to the original proprietors of the Rutland land grant and was heavily involved in organizing the new town in the 1710s and 1720s. The mill was extremely important because frontier towns depended on local grist mills to process corn and grain into meal and flour. Before mills existed locally, settlers often had to travel long distances to grind grain. We continued downstream for another 50 yards to find another waterfall. We had perfect timing, plenty of water in both waterfalls. This is a very easy walk to 2 fantastic little waterfalls, worth a springtime visit. Add it to your list. Rutland is a town in Worcester County, Massachusetts. It was originally called Naquag, a name that comes from the Nipmuc. The town nickname is Geographical Center of Massachusetts. It was settled in 1686, incorporated in 1713. It has a total area of 36.4 square miles, is at an elevation of 1,112 feet. The population was 9,049 in 2020. The zip code is 01543, and the area codes are 508 and 774. We were driving to our next destination and spotted a sign for Brynne's Bread and turned around to check it out.
There's a back road winding through the pines, past old stone walls and faded signs. Morning fog hanging soft and low on the hills outside of Oakham town. Little Subaru truck painted white, waiting in the early light. Shelves stacked up before the dawn by hands that have been working all night long. And people come from miles away for something baked fresh today. Had Brynne's bread, where the sourdough rises and the hard days rest. Cookies in your hands, reaching for the best, makes you believe this world ain't hopeless yet. No flashing signs, no city lights, just an order box and an open road, and a few more treats than you bargained for.
A quick drive down Spencer Road, we spotted the delightful bakery truck by the road. I learned online that Brynne's Bread is a small artisan bakery located at 680 Spencer Road, Oakham, Mass. that has developed a strong local following for handcrafted breads, pastries, and sourdough products. The bakery was established in 2010 by baker Brynne Stark and began as a farmer's market operation in central Massachusetts before evolving into a unique roadside bakery concept. The stand operates seasonally from spring through December, generally on weekends from 8 a.m. until dusk. Customers stop at the roadside truck and purchase breads and pastries on an honor system self-service basis. This fantastic roadside mini truck bakery stand was so much fun to browse and so difficult to narrow down our selections. We bought a huge whoopie pie, cinnamon rolls, and Vermont cheddar bread. The cinnamon rolls were amazing. The cheddar bread was a welcome addition to our sandwiches, and the whoopie pie was a fantastic treat. If you're in the area, be sure to plan a visit. I'll be sure to plan another adventure near the area so we can stop back in for more delicious baked goods. Absolutely worth a stop.
Maybe heaven looks a little like this. Steam on windows and a sunrise kiss. Paper bags warm in frozen hands, while the radio plays some classic bands. Every loaf sitting on those shelves feels like somebody still cares about somebody else.
Let us know where you think we should explore next. Be sure to check the video description for the addresses of our stops today so you can plan a future adventure yourself. Can't wait to see where the road takes us next.